Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Hidden Language of Cosplay.
Woo!
My name is Bellarmycosplay.
And I'm Brie K Cosplay.
And here on the Hidden Language of Cosplay, we talk about everything cosplay.
Yay!
But today we're talking about a very special film, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, that's our topic for today.
Today's topic is going to be all about Captain Marvel. Boop, 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 boop. Woo! So that came out. When did that come out?
A few weeks ago, I think.
A couple of weeks ago,
Like,
yeah.
Maybe a week or two.
And I absolutely just loved it.
Yeah, so do I. As you can tell,
the
like
dedication.
we're
all dolled up. We've got Ben in his lovely flight suit. He looks amazing, and I really want the suit.
It's really cool.
It's really cool. He's got like this really cool brooch from the Captain Marvel.
Little zipper.
It's like legit suit.
Yeah, it's an authentic Australian Army flight suit.
Yeah.
It's not as green as I wanted.
You can
A
always
bit
dye
darker
it.
would be nice, but that's okay. That's okay.
Could always dye it.
Does the job.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah, so and you look amazing as well.
Thank you. I'm wearing my 9 Inch Nails shirt
Ooh.
that I got from. Funny, I'm gonna do like a bit of a shout out. It's going to be for from Meerkat's Cosplay. He's got like his own store with all his
wow, that's
designs.
really cool.
So I've actually brought this. It was like this was my first shirt that I brought. And then I brought a couple others more. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I have to wear this. And then
Yeah.
obviously Ben's let me borrow his brown jacket because I don't have a jacket at this point. I will.
That's okay. It all like still reads as
It
Captain
reads it
Marvel.
in, yeah.
Like, yeah. With casual Captain Marvel, flight suit Captain Marvel. Now later on in the show we're gonna have
I wish.
Wouldn't that be the goal? Like Brie Larson will be guessing. No, she won't. That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
I wouldn't even know what to talk about. I'd sit here and I'd be like,
I would probably just sit here and I'd probably just stare at her and just not say anything.
you know that gif of Homer Simpson going back into the bushes?
Yeah.
Like, that would be me. I'd be like,
It's just right back.
but yeah, so we're going to talk about Captain Marvel today. So heavy spoiler warning because I have no filter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you have not seen this and you're watching this, unfortunately, you may will have to tune
If you don't mind,
tune out.
keep watching.
Keep watching if you want to, but tune out if you haven't seen the movie because you need to go and see this movie first before you listen to us.
You should have already seen it.
Yeah. Like
But-
it's been out for a couple of weeks now, so why haven't you seen
Come
it?
on, get on this.
Yes.
But nice. I'm very excited. We're very excited to do this. And this is episode 5 as
Episode
well.
5.
Episode
I'm so glad that I've last week I wasn't able to do it due to work. But then so I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, welcome
Welcome
back.
back. Woo!
The old crew's reunited.
So it's gonna be a good episode.
I'm very, very excited. Should we just get into it?
Yes.
Like, let's just jump
we
into
shall.
it. Okay, thoughts?
Thoughts? I loved it. I thought it was such a good empowerment female superhero movie.
Yeah.
Especially for like young girls who don't feel special. I feel like they're quite average and like they get teased or whatever. Like they like boy stuff. So
Yeah.
seeing this film, it really hit the heart for me and for so many other women of the whole getting up. Like
Yeah, yeah.
stand-
like
stand
that's
up
that's like
for-
the entire running theme for the film as
just
well.
stand
Was
up
like
for yourself.
yeah, or even like whenever like there's kind of like that whole saying like when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Like
Yeah.
the whole film from beginning, like right from the get
get-go.
go, you're like, okay, she's been knocked down. Let's see where she goes. Like
Yeah.
where she's gonna go from here. And yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, it was. It had comedy. It did have like obviously the action. It did have a little bit of like it did have some serious stuff in it, and
Yeah.
and it did link into all of the other Marvel movies in the MCU. And I liked what they did to link it all.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thoroughly
I
enjoyed
was
it.
like, okay, like where is this? Because obviously, like it's a prequel.
Yeah.
So I was like, obviously, you know already that it happens before like Nick Fury loses his eye and all of those sort of things because of all the promo stuff. So
Yeah.
I was walking in and I'm like, but where does this place
Yeah. How does this
on
happen?
the timeline for the MCU? Like, is this happening while
Yeah.
Iron Man 1 is happening? Like, or anything like that. So, like,
Exactly.
yeah, to figure all of that out and see how they linked all that was really cool to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's set in the 90s. So you've got the really cool grunge outfits.
Which I love that you don't know that like until she like falls through the roof
Yeah,
of the Blockbuster.
the Blockbuster. I
And I'm
laughed.
I was like, hey,
Hey, Blockbuster.
These don't exist anymore.
No.
Well, there's like 2 left in the world.
Yeah, I think the timeline. I think I figured out. It was like 1995 was when this
Yeah.
movie was set. I think.
Yeah. I always get confused with the timeline for MCU, like for the entire like Marvel universe. Like I
Yeah.
know they all link and stuff, but I always get confused. So everyone's like always releasing like, oh, you watch it in this order, and I'm like, I just watch it from when they were released.
Yeah.
Until like,
I've done a movie marathon of all the MCU movies,
Yeah.
and I've done them in like the timeline of the movies.
yeah.
So I had to Google it. 'Cause I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't figure out where these are all set.
Yeah.
There's a few movies in between. There's like 2 years, like a 2-year gap.
There's
or
a
like
lot.
6 months
Yeah,
or
there's
whatever.
like it doesn't feel like that though when you're watching them though. Like
No.
No. So it's very easy to get confused.
Yeah.
I think.
So yeah, I think 1996, 5. I'm gonna say 1995, something like that. You see all the grunge outfits. You see
Yeah. Like the old style cars.
also cars, like the motorbikes, and of it coming into where we see her. She has disappeared. She was assumed dead.
Yeah, like MIA.
MIA
Yeah.
for 6 years, and she doesn't remember anything coming in.
Yeah, because she had like her memory wiped.
Her memory
and
was
stuff. Yeah,
was wiped.
that's
So-
a heavy spoiler too. Like,
Yes, like
just
if
on
you
a
haven't
side
figured this
note.
out, we're gonna be talking about this movie.
I'm sitting
like,
here and I'm
in
still trying to
detail.
refrain from like spoiling too much.
Yeah, I'm knocked it up. Oops,
She's been gone 3 weeks. Like,
don't judge. But from the get-go of the movie, we see her having memory flashbacks, and of a particular female doctor that she worked with.
yeah. Who
Dr.
ends up
Lawson.
becoming like the most important character in the entire movie?
Which we will have to go into a little bit more detail a little bit later.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yep.
it's quite interesting because she is a very important role
Yeah.
into it. So it's and then we go into her being on Hala, which is the capital planet of the Kree civilization.
Which, if you've watched, like, what I really liked about that was like they brought back all these characters from previous films
Yeah.
as well. So like you see like this guy here, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, well, he
And, like,
looked very
different.
Very different.
Very different. But even the I can't remember his name. That guy. That was
Ronan
like
the
yeah.
Accuser? Yeah.
And you've got his entire like
Yeah.
species, I guess. Yeah, it was there, and it was really cool.
It's quite interesting seeing the difference because obviously in this one he's Ronan the Accuser is a lot younger, so he doesn't have his like black eye makeup that he has in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
It was just very cool to see that.
It is cool to see that, and they've been able to link it all up.
Yeah, it was kind of like little like I don't know, like Easter eggs to like other ones. If you were watching like Captain Marvel and that's the first like Marvel film you've seen, like you'd be able to sit there and go back and rewatch like all the others and be like, oh, that's that guy from this guy.
And I'm like, that's what they've explained it,
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
they've finally explained it in Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And then we see Jude Law's character. I thought he was cool. At first,
I thought he was so lovely.
I thought he was so lovely.
And then I was like,
little-
it's Jude Law. He's going to end up evil.
I was slightly attracted to him. I'm like,
Whoa.
I'm like, whoa, he is. I'm like,
You know
I thought,
he's an alien, right?
I don't care. I thought he was a good mentor to her. I thought he really cared.
They had
for
really
her.
good chemistry
They
as well.
did.
Yeah.
And then we also find out a little bit later on, it's his Kree blood that's running in her veins. When they
Was it?
yes, he confirmed it later on in the movie. He confirmed it was his Kree blood that was running in the veins when they brought her back to Hala, and they did like memory
I thought it
wipes,
was
stuff like that.
like
It was her
the
blood, his
energy
blood.
from the.
No.
But no, she even says that though in the movie. She's like, the energy from the generator
She has
runs
good
through
blood.
my veins. Yeah, but that's what.
They turned her half Kree.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did not catch that.
Yeah.
Given you've seen it twice, I've seen it once. Oh.
They turned her half Kree. which is pretty good because in the comics she is half Cree. Like she's fused with the DNA of
Well, that makes sense then.
of a Cree. But yeah, so
I just learned something new.
something new. And so going through all of that, it's quite interesting with his mentorship, and then telling him to I can't speak today. Seeing him tell her to control her emotions, to be able to control her powers. As soon as he said that, I'm like, no, what? No.
But then I was also like, oh, like to me, I was like, at first I was like, oh, you're like the weapon.
Yeah.
Like you need to control your emotions because they want to use you for that. So like her emotions inhibit that.
Yeah.
So I was like sitting there and I'm like, like we'll see how this goes. And then when they get on that planet, when they're on their first mission.
Yeah.
Okay, so spoiler alert: the Kree are bad.
Yeah.
Like they're the bad guys. You don't know that until the end of towards the end of the film.
No, towards
like you don't really know
yeah,
that.
like we all assume that the
kind of assume,
Skrulls, the Skrulls were the bad guys.
Yeah.
And like it's quite interesting how they've done it because the Skrulls are quite like mean looking. Like if you saw them approaching
they look like
you would run away.
A cross between like an orc and like from like Lord of the Rings type thing.
And
like
a
it's
goblin
like
or something.
yeah, like it looks like a weird like half breed mix of the two.
Yeah. So it's quite interesting how they've done that.
Yeah.
Like it's like
It was really
very
cool, and they made it out that they were like really violent and vicious and stuff like that towards the start. But then you start realizing, like, I don't know, like you start realizing that they're not.
They're not. Yeah, you throughout
slowly
the
piece
movie you
together.
start kind of picking your brain whilst they're watching it, picking your brain, going, okay, but they've just gone and said that they've done this, but then
They're
doing this. So you try and link it all up, going, okay, so that you can come to the conclusion, okay, they're actually not bad.
Yeah.
Like it's the Kree.
Yeah. But so there was this moment in the film where like Captain Marvel is there and she's about to like fight the Kree.
Yeah.
For the protection of the Skrill. Is it Skrill?
Skrull.
And it's the the sniper?
Sniper, yeah.
Yeah. What's her name?
Minerva? Minerva?
The sniper chick. She and like Captain Marvel have like that little banter where they're like, oh, I just thought you didn't like me. And it's just like, I just didn't like, it was like, oh, is it because you knew? And she's like, no, it's just because I didn't like you. And I kind of wanted this moment in the film where like, because you want to assume that everyone's good deep down. So I was kind of like, I really want one of them to like turn on their teammates and like take them out because they don't know either. Because I thought that it was kind of unrealistic to me to sit there and be like, oh, like all of these people know that they're evil.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a little thing that I just kind of was like, oh, it would have been nice to see.
It would have been nice, but I think
it would have been like some sort of.
I think because they already had. Oh, she was already like Carol Danvers was already part of that team.
Yeah.
So I think they already had that aspect of one of their own teammates turning against them.
True, I guess, yeah.
So, but it would have been cool to see another.
It would have been cool to see another one kind of be like, oh, oh, I want to team up with you and like let's take these guys out. Like, I thought that would have been nice. Like that would have been a nice little like redeeming factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, for half of the characters, because like half the characters you get introduced in the first part of the film, and you're like, oh, they're kind of nice.
Yeah, they're
like,
kind of cool.
Who's gonna be my favorite?
Yeah.
And then by the end, you're like, oh, I don't like any of them
I don't like
anymore.
any of them.
Like I can't like any of them.
Yeah.
Except, like, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been nice just to have one redeeming quality.
But we can't get our own way, unfortunately.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Maybe in the future of the films we'll get that.
Yeah. Well, I knew with the Kree civilization, I knew that it wasn't quite... They weren't all that good.
Yeah.
Because have you seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Oh, I've seen a bit of it.
So they are mentioned a lot more in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right.
And they're the reasons why you get like the Inhumans, because they set something
in motion or something.
In motion, like thousands of years ago, so that when they set something else off, it'll then turn other humans like into Inhumans, like infused with like the really infused.
Yeah, because they did that in
DNA.
season 2. They were starting to infuse people.
So
that's Coulson. was infused with alien DNA or something, right?
Just to bring him back to life.
Yeah,
That's how he came.
Yeah.
Was through Kree blood.
You got
But like
real
that's how.
confusing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, that's how Quake came to be because she had the Kree blood dormant in her, and then that got activated once she was around this particular stone or something. I can't remember. It's been a little while since I watched it, but I knew that the Kree have been up to stuff for like previously.
They're
So
kind of like the bad guys for the entire like universe, I guess.
Yeah, so it wasn't that much of a surprise when the Kree turned out to be bad, but I still generally thought that the Skrulls were bad, and they were actually
like I thought it was
like I thought that they were like against the Kree, or like more heavy, like doing like the terrorist stuff like that the Kree were talking about.
Yeah.
But then in the end, it finds out like they were just looking for a home.
I liked that though.
It's getting way too hot.
And they were really sweet, and they were cute little characters. Like when the little kid came out, I was like, "Oh, there's a little kid alien."
Yeah, it was so good, and I liked the character development of the general.
Oh yeah. How he like almost
Skrull.
like sacrificed himself to like save his people, and it was nice.
It was so lovely, and I thought it was funny his interactions with his own team. Like, you're my science guy. Why didn't you know that there was a
they were
spaceship?
So I wasn't overly surprised when they flipped it to be like, oh, these guys are the bad guys and those guys are the good guys, solely for the fact of the scene where Captain Marvel first gets taken by them.
Yeah.
And they're searching through his brain, and you've got that voiceover happening.
Yeah.
And then she like breaks out, and one of the other guys is just kind of sitting there like, like,
crap.
what do I do? They reminded me of like stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Like they were like, you'll miss.
Yeah.
Even no matter like what you do, you're gonna miss.
You miss.
So like they're just like, oh no, she broke out. Oh, let's fight. I think it was all like very like they weren't thinking.
Yeah,
like
and
they weren't thinking like an enemy.
Yeah, even with the commentary that the general was, I'm like, he sounds way too
like blasé. Like,
yeah.
Can you search her brain? Thanks.
Oh, go back.
Don't know
focus.
Yeah,
And I thought that was really cool how they, with the brain section, like memory section, like they were telling him to focus, like really focus on it, and then they'd have to go back.
Yeah,
it was quite interesting.
Like
how
put her back in that situation.
Yeah, and seeing how that's how she slowly started waking up. And just like realized like this isn't right. Like
and then she ended up making different decisions as well. So like in it, she'd try and eject her seat, and then they'd be like, "Oh no, bring her back. Like don't let her eject."
Yeah,
so they finished the like memory, whether she was still making decisions, I guess. And so it was really, really cool.
Well, considering she didn't actually know what was going on, she thought that they were putting those into her brain.
Yeah, but they're actually trying to find them.
Find memories.
Yeah,
I thought that the fight scene between them were funny.
Yeah,
there was a moment
where
she
had those like gloves on.
On. It was funny because how she can still fight with those on and not use her powers.
Yeah.
And I just love the part when she just growled at this other Skrull after that. I cracked up and I'm like, this is so good.
It was very good.
And so just seeing her fight, she can fight. Hand to hand combat, she can do it. She doesn't need some snazzy.
Well, because she's been trained not to use her powers. So that's why it's like.
So it's even better when she can use her powers.
Yeah.
Incorporate it.
Oh.
Dude, so when that scene when she talking her powers, I feel like we're like bouncing back and forth.
Yeah, we are.
This is how we're doing this.
This is fine.
That's fine.
Sorry, everyone. Just keep up with us.
Keep up. I like the scene where she rips off the controller.
Yeah, where she was like, I don't need this.
I don't need this. I feel that they were telling that little machine was their way of like controlling her, not so she wouldn't use her full powers, but they told her that it was like that's like the how she got her powers. But then after she realized that it's not that, it's from within her, that's when she's like, screw it, and just took it off.
Yeah, and when she was fighting that as well, because that was like controlling her, and she'd be like, no, I'm done. Like, I'm sick of your oppression. Like, I need to like break free from this.
Yes.
And so when she's sitting there, that was just such an iconic scene as well because you're playing it in two different areas.
Yeah.
Like you had her like stepping away from the Kree when she's like, I don't know, meditating, I guess, like when they're meditating and like connecting to the Kree.
Yeah.
And then she's fighting literally her mentor. And then she's like also fighting herself while still kind of asleep out in the real world.
It's quite interesting how like her old team were all staring, going, "What the hell is going on?
What is happening?
Like she's actually fighting this." And even Jude Law's character was like,
yeah.
What? Yeah. I'm like, he's like probably also thinking, crap.
Oh, here we go.
Like, here we go.
Oh
dear.
Where is it?
So I think it was definitely iconic seeing her just fully embrace her powers. The way that the sequence that they had of her as a little girl reaching up to that point of her falling down and then getting back up again.
It was so good. Like I sat there and like I'm a man and I sat there and got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I can just imagine what it would do for like young women everywhere that have been told like you're not good enough. Like stay down.
Stay down. Like, I got like I'm getting goosebumps now just talking about it
because it replays.
Like, it just replays, and it was just like this montage of her just getting up, and I'm like, that is such a good message for.
It was so powerful.
It was a powerful message of empowerment and for women to see that, and I'm like, yes, this is amazing. This is perfect. This is what a female superhero movie should be all about. Like obviously you got like Wonder Woman, that's another universe.
Yeah,
but
so
like, it was like they have incorporated a lot of things into those movies, but I really liked this one. I thought it was
what I really like
good.
What I left that cinema like. So like when you watch the movie, you can. A lot of people online are like, oh, this is really like. Just like women empowerment, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's like that's the only reason they've released this film. I couldn't disagree more.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting there and I'm like, no. So like in the movie, like she has her general interactions with like, just like random men. So like she gets catcalled, she gets like pushed down, she gets like punched, beaten up, and stuff like that. And she always gets told that she's not good enough because she's a woman.
Yeah.
And the thing that I think a lot of men miss on that point is that that's not like a feminist argument or anything like that.
Thing.
That happens to women like every day. So it's not that. It's actually just making you realize that men are seedy pieces of junk most of the time.
Most of them.
And like just actually connect to a woman character. Like it's not about feminism or anything like that. Like it's meant to empower women, yes, 100%. But that's not its intent. Like to me, I was reading it not as that. Like, and so I've read a lot of comments online that are like, oh, it's all about women and empowerment. I'm not going to go watch it. And I'm like, well, that's just a narrow-minded man. Like, get your head out of your butt. Like,
go and watch it.
Go watch a movie, not for the fact that it's empowerment or like feminism
and stuff like
it's
that.
just telling you the real life like scenario of being a woman. Like,
and the constant of having to prove yourself. Like I was still like that. I'm still like that. Having to prove myself to people that I can do stuff. Like I can go and do this and go and do that. But now after watching that, I'm like, you know what? I don't need to prove myself.
No.
I know what I want in life, and so see now it was a really good message.
Yeah.
Especially for the young.
Especially for the young
girls. Like my little sister went and saw it.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and I can just imagine what her brain is going. She's currently going through high school at the moment. She's just started high school.
Perfect opportunity to go watch Captain Marvel.
Yeah, well, she's talked to me about her low self-esteem and what she's dealing with, and I'm just like, you're like, this is what everyone goes through in high school. So I'm like, this is a perfect movie for her to watch, for her to feel more empowered and be like, you don't need to prove yourself to anyone but yourself.
Exactly.
Yes.
So like
it's like anyone can be a superhero.
Yeah. And I was watching this like the red carpet with Brie Larson, and she was getting interviewed by this like she's maybe like 8 years old.
Oh, I've seen it.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
Oh,
it is beautiful.
And like just the interaction between like this 8-year-old girl that's like, like okay, so this video is Brie Larson on the red carpet,
Yeah.
and she's walking for the premiere. And there's this little 8-year-old girl who's doing interviews for like her YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And she stops Brie Larson, and Brie Larson asks a few questions, and they have really good banter.
Yeah.
For like an 8-year-old and
Yeah.
Brie Larson. And Brie Larson sits there and goes like, "Oh, like, what's your special abilities?" And she just sits there and goes, "I don't have any."
Yeah.
And then Brie Larson goes, "Oh, well, mine are like these, like qualities about herself, not about Captain Marvel."
Yeah.
And then the little girl is like, "Oh, I guess like I kind of have these." And then Brie Larson sits there and is like, "That means you're special too. Like you've got your own superpowers. They may not be the same as me, but they're still super." And I just thought that interaction, like, it was so genuine.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is why we finally have a movie like this.
Yeah.
Like, finally.
Finally.
Like, yes, we had Wonder Woman, which was great, empowering, everything like that. But I think Wonder Woman is very different. Like, it was a totally different story.
Yeah, and it's a little darker.
Yeah.
That's because obviously they had the events of the war.
Yeah.
World War War. Where this is a little lighter.
Yeah, it felt kind of like they were taking today's day and age, but just putting it in that time.
Yeah, I did have like that Guardians of the Galaxy feel. Did have a bit lighter and a bit more comedy in it, which I thought that was great.
I thought it broke it up a lot,
Yeah,
which I liked. Yeah, it didn't feel like a 2.5-hour movie. Like it.
No, I wanted to go more, but
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very, very good.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And the soundtrack.
We've had it stuck in our heads literally since we
We were playing this before we started.
Yeah.
Just like a girl. I'm just a girl. By No Doubt. In the fight scene.
Oh,
for
that
her
was
against
so
Brie,
well
it was
done.
so well done. It was like most fight scenes, like you have like it's like all dramatic.
Yeah,
dramatic
but the
music and
choreography
stuff
really went to the like beat as well.
Yeah,
it was just
and
so well
it just
edited.
worked so well.
It really did.
With it, and it just got me wanting to like get up and dance. And
Yeah,
like,
you were just like,
yeah.
girl.
And
It was so good.
yeah, it was yeah, like you said, like the beat of like her fighting worked well with the song. So I feel like they probably played the song while they
Potentially, yeah.
did like probably practice and stuff like that, and
It was so well done. Like it synced up so well, and like the effects are really good. Like there was that scene where she's falling back to Earth, and it's her. She's not realizing that she's able to fly or anything like that. So like she's just falling, and then she's like, "You know what? Nah, I'm done falling. Like I need to figure this out."
Yeah.
And you could. It was so well acted. I thought as well. Like that film.
I thought it was. I personally love Brie Larson as Captain Marvel.
I think she's just gonna lay down.
I'm gonna hold her now.
So you can't put her down. She has to get back up.
Yeah. Stay.
I'm just a girl.
I think she is perfect for the character.
It's very well cast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I already knew who Brie Larson was before Captain Marvel, because like she'd been in Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, that's where I know her from.
Yeah. Kong. She was in Room. Like she's won quite a few awards and stuff.
Do you know the movie called?
Yeah, that one.
No, it's a movie that I watched in high school, and it was about owls in like holes, and like there was this little boy, like this young boy who had to stop this production of like a shopping center or something like that over like this.
Oh, it's like a kids movie. Is it like Hoot?
Hoot, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
She's in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
She's in it. I was like, that's her. And I'm
Also, I didn't realize that Brie Larson was a like, I don't want to say failed singer, but yeah, she was releasing songs and stuff as well.
I didn't know that.
I was like,
I knew she sang.
She has a YouTube channel for Brie Larson at Vivo.
Really?
Yeah, I discovered that
so
the other day.
after this, I'm just gonna.
It was strange.
Google
I was
it.
like, oh, I'm watching like a 16, 17-year-old Brie Larson sing songs about breakups and stuff, and this is weird. Like,
Well, I guess
what's
she has to start
happening?
somewhere. But when I saw Hoot, and I haven't watched it in years. Like it was like a English assignment in like grade 8 at high school for me.
Wow.
So I didn't know it was her, and then I saw some of the movies that like movie posters that she's been in. And I'm like, she was in Hoot.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's like
oh my
Scarlett
god,
Johansson.
yeah,
Like I forget that she was in like 8-Legged Freaks.
yeah.
Like I'm like, of
There's
all
there's
movies
there's a
that
few
Scarlett
things she's been in. I'm just like, huh.
Oh my
I
god,
did not know that.
who knew? But yeah, so I think it's perfectly cast with
Yeah.
Brie Larson. Samuel L. Jackson was Samuel L. Jackson
He's
yet
just-
again. Like
He
was
is
very
he
good.
is Fury. Like,
Yeah. I think there's gonna be like, don't hate me on this, but I think it's one of his most iconic roles.
Yeah. Oh,
like
absolutely.
besides Snakes on a Plane, where it's like, I'm sick of these
So
snakes on a
I
plane.
can't watch that movie purely because I am terrified of snakes.
Yeah, it's terrible anyway.
It's terrible anyway.
Well, it is. It's literally in the title, Snakes on a Plane. I'm sorry. It's already terrible.
Terrible. Oh god. But I definitely Fury is definitely one of his iconic characters.
Definitely. And I really
And-
like that they explained how he like lost his eye and stuff.
That was funny.
That was funny.
because all through since from you first see him in Iron Man, like the end credits of Iron Man. And you see the eye patch, and you see him and he goes and explains a little bit more in, I think it was like the Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
Captain America. He's like, last time I trust someone, I lost an eye. So seeing this, so
Yeah.
major spoiler, it was the cat. Or it was the Flugel.
It was the Flugel.
The Flugel. It was the cat scratching in his eye, and then he's like, "Oh, that's fine. It's just a scratch." And then
But I love that as well. Like he's like the last person I trusted, and it was a cat.
Cat.
Like,
and just his interaction with this cat was so
that scene
funny.
in the like when they're going to go get the files,
bunker.
and
Oh, he's a
just
cute little
"Oh,
kitty."
he's a little cute kitty," and then you're like, you find out that this cat is like actually this terrifying like
monster.
multi-dimensional creature
That's
that
like
has tentacles, and
highly dangerous.
eats everything and anything. Like
Yeah.
it was just so well done.
Yeah, Goose the cat.
Oh, and then like the part where they just hold the cat and
Yeah.
the tentacles come out and are like throwing everyone
His
around. It reminded me
face.
of Groot, like from
Yeah,
Guardians of the
yeah,
Galaxy
it
with
does.
the like,
When you
wow, hang on, I just pieced that together. That's practically the exact same scene. Huh. They just rehashed, but that's fine.
That's fine.
Because it's a cute cat. But then how Fury holds up the cat and is like, you really pick your timing, don't you?
Yes.
Like,
a cat.
yeah, I liked it.
I thought
good.
it was good. So Goose the cat in the comics is Carol Danvers' cat. She was because in the movie Goose is Dr. Lawson's
I liked that explanation though, that it was
cat.
like
Yeah.
the professor's cat. So now she has like a memento from
Yeah.
her like idol, but then it's also a multi-dimensional
Oh,
creature,
creature.
which I just thought was cool.
It was cool.
It was kind of like
In-
the Salem to Sabrina. And I was
Yeah.
like, I like this.
I like that. In the comics, he is called Chewie or short for Chewbacca, which I thought I think that's pretty cool. But I guess they wanted to.
I understand why they changed it.
They changed it up,
Yeah.
but I thought Goose was kind of cool for a cat.
This
and
is true.
yeah, and I love how the cat loves Carol Danvers, but she's like, I don't know what this is.
like that.
Especially in the plane when they're on the way to her best friend's place.
Yeah.
And he gets up on her lap and she's like, no, Goose. And then he gets up onto like the dashboard and just the way he kind of sat there and I'm like, oh, he's like the perfect cat. And then you
But
find out
he's
he's a
not a
multi-dimensional
cat.
creature.
Dun dun
Dun.
dun. But yes, I liked it. I thought it was well done.
It was. I just us talking about it now. I really want to go and see it again
Yeah, me
for
too.
the third time.
All right, calm down.
Calm down.
I'll
See,
at least
when
go see
when it came out, everyone all over Instagram, everyone was posting about it.
Yeah, I must
And
admit, I
I'm
went and saw it
just
opening
like-
day because I was like, I don't want
Yeah,
anything
well, I
spoiled
was-
for me. I just want to like
What was
enjoy
I
it.
doing? I think it was my day off, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go and see the
I
movie.
remember
can't,
you
like, I
posted
can't-
on like Instagram, and you're like, "Should I go see it?" And then literally like 2.5 hours later, you're like, "Okay, so I went and saw it." And I'm like, "Hey."
Well, I saw everyone's going to see it, and I'm like, I don't know when I'm gonna find the time to go and see it. So I'm like, looked up like the sessions of like the closest cinemas to me, and I had 20 minutes to like
Perfect.
to get dressed because I was in my PJs, get dressed and like go at like 9:40 at night. And I'm like, I'm doing this. I get there, get my lollies, get my ticket, and go in. And I'm like, I'm doing
Best
this.
decision
The best
ever.
decision ever. And like I usually don't do spontaneous decisions. I usually like.
But it's Captain
I-
Marvel.
Like, it's Captain Marvel. I had to go and see it. And then like after watching it, I'm like, I'm not working Tuesday. I want to go and see it again. And it was good watching it again because
I walked out and wanted to go see it again. Like as
Yeah.
soon as it ended, I was like, oh, I
see
want to
it
go watch it
again.
again. Like it was very good. Okay, okay. I just want to bring up. Can we? Okay, I feel like we've hashed out quite a bit of what the movie's about and how good it is. But can we please talk about that first post-credit scene? Okay,
I was
it's literally
like,
3 minutes long or whatever, and
yes.
it had me going by the end. I was like, I am ready. Let's go.
Let's just
Endgame.
give me
come
Endgame
on.
now.
I'm ready for you to rip out my heart, kill me twice, and then make me come alive again. That's how ready I am for Endgame.
Yeah.
Like,
Hell yes. Like
I just can't wait for Endgame.
just seeing Black Widow, Captain America, Bruce Banner, and
Ant-Man even. Like, I was like, Ant-Man.
yeah, and like War Machine coming up to the
The little pager.
which I find interesting how they found it. Because like the truck, well, I guess they had to they probably tracked down
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury and then found out that he's
But I just also love the
dusted
fact that, like,
away.
okay, the fact that it's like one line from Captain Marvel and it's, where's Fury?
where's Fury?
And it's like, first off, like,
Hi,
you've just like appeared out of nowhere.
nowhere. Where'd you come from?
And then you have no idea who these people are.
Yeah.
I loved it. I was just like, I'm ready,
ready
to
for
see
this.
Captain Marvel interact with the Avengers.
With the pager, it's funny because a lot of people are now saying like, oh, why didn't she turn up for like the first Avengers movie and stuff like that?
Because he didn't need her.
I'm like, because he had the Avengers like
Like, that was the first
that
initiative.
was the first initiative. He needed to give these guys a have a go.
Yeah.
And she only said emergencies only. And if he didn't have any faith in the Avengers, then he probably would have.
Yeah.
But he had faith in
But the fact that half the world was getting destroyed in Infinity War, I don't know. Kind of makes sense to me.
Kind of makes sense. And I'm
Like-
like, this is an
But
emergency.
also, I did sit there on another side note. Okay, this is the one little thing. It's very little, but it kind of grinds my gears a
Yeah.
lot about Marvel movies. So half the universe disappeared. How do you know that she was still alive? How did we know that she didn't disappear? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, it kind of irritates me a little bit, and that's what annoyed me about Infinity War. Was kind of like, oh, you've left all the major players like alive.
the original 6.
Yeah, plus a few extras that you like. I wasn't expecting. Is it Okia to stay non-disappeared? I guess, but Black Panther I was expecting to stay
Okoye.
around.
Okoye.
Whatever, Okia, whatever I call it.
Okoye.
That. So like, I wasn't expecting her to stick around, but I was expecting Black Panther to stick around. So I
Yeah.
liked that. But then I was like, you've literally taken out every interesting second character that hasn't had any time to really flourish, to give us one big final finale goodbye to the original 6.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what it's going to be.
I feel in Endgame that they will.
Kill
There's
everyone.
got to be a reason why they kept the original 6 around.
Well, like,
And then get
all
rid
of
of all
their
these people.
contracts are up at the end of Endgame. Like, all of the actors. So they're already all saying goodbye to their characters. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, so obviously, like, I have a feeling that in Endgame they're going to, like, rehash the vision that Iron Man had,
Yeah.
where it was, like, them all just dead.
Instead,
Because Captain
I'm
Marvel
not-
wasn't in that, like, in that
I'm not
scene
ready.
or anything. So I'm like, I feel like they're just going to kill off the OG 6. And the fact that they've already announced that there's going to be a Black Widow movie,
Yeah.
but it's a prequel.
Pretty cool.
So I'm like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Bye, Scarlett Johansson. Like, you're out. Like,
it's like everyone has like their theories,
Yeah.
and it's like none of it's gonna be confirmed until
we
comes
actually
out.
watch it. Yeah, but it
Like-
makes me so, like, nervous at the same time. Like, I'm so anxious.
I feel we've talked about this before. I'm having major deja vu right now.
Probably. We talk about
Probably.
a lot.
So and I really can't wait for the meeting between Captain Marvel and the Avengers.
Me too.
Like, it's gonna be
It's going to be very good.
epic. I cannot wait, and I can't wait for the two captains to meet.
Yeah. I'm just really excited.
I'm all there for it to happen. And then, like,
Yeah.
everyone's all like, oh, it's going to be romance between Thor and Captain Marvel. I'm like, no, She is an independent woman. She does not need no man.
I think that would be a few steps backwards if
It
they
would.
did that.
It totally would.
To start with, at least.
Yeah.
Like, because I was reading an interview with the, like, head honcho of Marvel for the film, like, for the film series. And they've said that Captain Marvel is the, like, leader of the Avengers for Phase 4 onwards.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see her be, like, this strong leader.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting with the Phase 4. I feel this whole episode has just turned into, like, a Marvel speech. Talking
Doesn't
about
even
that's fine.
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Same thing.
But I think Phase 4 is going to be awesome because they've got so many amazing characters in the Marvel universe.
Well, it starts off with Homecoming. Not Homecoming,
well,
Spider-Man.
It's been confirmed that no, it's not Homecoming. It's
No,
Far From Home,
yeah.
Far From Home is after Endgame.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was a prequel.
I thought so
I thought
too.
it was before Infinity War.
I thought it was I thought it was between Homecoming and Infinity War, but no, apparently it's after Endgame. And I'm like, how does that work?
Because at this very current time, Peter Parker is dead. So is everyone. So is Nick Fury.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this, but it does come out after Endgame. So I guess all my answers will be answered then.
Answered then, yeah. I
have a lot of questions.
There's a lot of questions to be answered.
Marvel, why you do this?
Yeah, why do this to me? Okay, so
Yes,
we're
back
going
to
to talk
Captain
about
Marvel.
we're going to talk about the trailer, Endgame trailer, just really quickly.
Which one? There's
The
three now.
latest
Two now?
one.
I know. Yeah, I was kidding.
The latest one. It was.
Can we talk about their uniforms?
I know.
How cool did they look? They look like they were ready for action. I'm like, yes, let's get this.
So the theory is that these suits are for the what's the dimension? The other dimension
the one
that
with Doctor
Ant-Man.
Strange?
No, Ant-Man. Comes
that
from.
one.
That
Oh, why is it going in that
The
one?
name came to me and it's gone.
Also, how did they make them? All smart people died.
Iron Man.
Iron Man's off on another planet.
Yeah, well, he comes back in the trailer.
True.
So in the
but
trailer,
also,
you
it's really annoying because like that irritates me too. You're like, I'm sorry, Pepper. I won't make it back to you. And then literally 5 seconds later in the trailer, you're like, oh, he's back on Earth. How? We don't know, but he's back on Earth.
Back on Earth. Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Well, you can tell that there's a massive time differences in that whole trailer because of Black Widow's hair.
Yeah, this is true. It like, why? Oh, please do not do time period things.
I think they will.
Oh, I hate
Because
it when
they've
they do
got
that.
Black Widow with her short Infinity War blonde hair.
Yeah, and then it's back to
Then
orange.
it's longer. And when she goes and finds Hawkeye or now Ronan. Oh, not Ronan. Fucking it's
I don't know.
Ronan. I don't know, something like that.
Hawkeye.
And then later on in
Jeremy
this
Renner.
movie, she's gone back to red, but she's still got the blonde tips. So there is definitely a period of time. She is a redhead. She is like a
Okay, so I have a feeling
natural
that
redhead.
Wait. Crazy theory. What if they're all different versions of Black Widow and that's them going through different dimensions?
Who knows? We won't know until it comes out.
Endgame. Done. Endgame is them just moving the rest of the population over to a different universe.
Parallel universe. But it's definitely going to be good to see Captain Marvel in this. Like, she's going to be...
I'm very excited to see her interact with everyone. From her banter with Nick Fury.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see her like interact with like Iron Man.
That's going to be so cool.
Yeah. It's
He's
going to
just
be
going to
very
be-
like... He's going to be narcissistic, like,
His
like
usual
Iron Man.
self.
And then she's going to just come back and like bite back. And I'm
Yeah.
going to live for every moment of that.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be so good.
It's just going to be great.
I'm
I'm excited for Endgame. I just am
It's like
sitting
a
here like
whole roller
replaying
coaster
like the trailer in
of,
my
like,
head now.
emotions,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh yeah, that happened. This happened. Oh, Captain Marvel.
Marvel. It's like her not flinching with the Stormbreaker, and then Thor's like, I like this one.
Yeah.
And like smiles. It's quite interesting because we're going to quick topic on Thor. He has lost his mum, his dad, his brother,
His girlfriend.
his sister. He's lost
All of his friends.
all of his friends. He's lost his pretty much
Valkyrie.
No, Valkyrie's been confirmed she's alive.
Oh, yeah, but she's not with him anymore.
Not anymore.
At the moment.
But he's
At the
lost
moment.
at the moment. He's lost everything, but he still smiles. He still is able to smile at things, like laugh at things. And I find that's going to be interesting to see in Endgame because he has, like in the trailer, you see how depressed he looks.
I think he lost his eye.
Lost his eye, yeah.
Lost his family.
He's lost so much, and
had
so
to kill his sister.
He's able to still
function,
give a bit of a smile. So it's gonna be. I feel like
that's where Marvel comes in. Like that's Marvel though. Like Marvel's never really like overly serious. Like it is, but it's not.
No,
it's not like DC where it's like
dark.
Bruce Banner's parents died, and now Bruce Banner's just talks like this all the time and kills people and stuff. Like that's not Marvel. Like that's DC's thing.
DC is it's dark. It's like
also,
it's the dark things. No, it's dark. You can't see anything.
Also, we just like rebooting stuff without actually finishing it. Okay, I'm looking at you, Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah.
They just announced that it's a reboot. I'm like, okay, sure. You only had one of them. I guess there's nothing to really reboot.
I feel when it comes, I love DC. I love DC and I love Marvel.
I'll still keep watching them.
I still watch them.
Marvel beats them hands down.
I like them both equally.
Yeah.
Marvel for movies, they have been able to grab people's attention. They can manage it. DC movie-wise, not so much.
TV show-wise, however.
TV shows, however, yes, definitely.
Yes.
And actually animated, animated movies, they are able to do it. Where Marvel has tried to do it and
they struggle.
They've struggled to do it. So they've...
Like, don't get me wrong, they're all good. Like, I like the DC movies. I like the DC shows. I like the... Like, I'm sorry, but I'm still mad that Agent Carter got cancelled.
Yeah.
Like, still mad. # still salty. But then, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s still going, but they just cancelled their entire Netflix TV range. Like, to me, I'm like, you don't really beat DC when it comes to TV. Like, when it comes to TV, that's where DC wins.
DC wins, yeah.
Like, even in their animated stuff, I'd say their animated stuff is better than Marvel's animated stuff. Just because, like, I don't know, DC's just better at doing smaller, expanded things.
Yeah.
Whether Marvel's better at film universes. Like, that's just how it works. Like, one's just better than the other. Given I'll still watch every DC film that they release.
Yeah.
Minus anything to do with Batman. Don't even get me started on Batman.
You started. Let's go back to Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, let's go back there.
So, Dr. Lawson, we did touch on
She's
that.
cool.
She is awesome. So,
She's a Kree.
She is Kree. And she is Marvel. Which is quite interesting because in the comics, Marvel is actually a guy. It's actually a male, yeah.
Wait, is Shazam?
No,
Shazam's Marvel as well, isn't it?
no, Shazam's DC.
Oh, because there's been this whole like thing.
So Shazam, from what I can get,
I'm
Shazam.
the original Captain Marvel. I'm like, shut up, Shazam.
No, the thing is, his actual name is Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I know. But it's
So
just like,
he's the original Captain Marvel, but they didn't claim the name, and then Marvel did. Hence Shazam.
Right. See, but I thought it was very funny. Okay, so this, I don't like reading into things, but I think it was kind of funny that, like, okay, so the production cast and stuff like that from behind Wonder Woman posted photos and stuff like that on Twitter and stuff of Captain Marvel being like, oh my god, great to hear about the opening weekend. Like, can't wait to watch the movie. We're all really excited for it. And then you look at a movie like Shazam, which is, I don't want to be like sexist here, but male dominated. And they're sitting there and their hashtags are like, #the real Shazam, #the original Shazam.
Yeah.
Like, it's all like, or like the original Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, there's a complete like difference. Like,
Very different.
yeah, okay, you are the same name and stuff, but you're completely different genres. You're completely different like companies even. Like, realistically, we're all here to watch superhero films.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day. Like, I'm going to watch Shazam.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely watch it.
Like, either way, I'm still going to give my money to them. Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't really bother me.
exactly.
I just don't think like that's very like, I don't know. I just don't feel like that's needed
Yeah.
out there. But that's just
Throw
me.
it out
I don't
there.
know. Anyway,
But
back
like
to Marvel.
Marvel. So in the comics, Marvel is a male Kree. So it's quite interesting how they've changed him to a she.
I think that would have been for societal standards. Like it reads nicer if it's a female character for a female to look up to. Like it gives you more stronger, independent like women to connect with.
And I think it's a good idea for them to change it up.
Yeah, I liked it. I was kind of like, and I also liked that she didn't like look, look stereotypically woman either. Like she looked like a strong, independent woman. She didn't look like, you know what I mean? Like
someone who needed to be saving.
Yeah, like she didn't look like that.
Yeah.
Which I really liked. Like they did very well at the casting for that.
Yeah.
And then having her come back and play like such a diverse range as well. Like 1 minute you're seeing flashbacks with her and she's like lovely. And then you see like the Kree form of her.
Yeah.
Talking to Captain Marvel. And like there's such a different dynamic there, which I really liked. Like she ends up having to kind of break free of her idol, I guess, in a weird way, because her idol kept so many things from her. So I thought that was really cool. I liked all those like metaphoric things that they were able to read into, which I liked. I really liked that. And then her cat is cute.
I love her cat. I want a cat and call him Goose.
Oh my god. I should get a cat.
Yeah.
Just to name him.
Just name him Goose.
Like, I just want an orange cat for that reason.
Yeah, just for that particular reason. But I did like that so I don't read comics.
No, me
I
really.
can't really sit there and read them. But I will look up history.
Yeah.
I'll Google history just so I kind of know the characters and stuff like that. So I liked the fact that they have incorporated quite a few things from the comics into this. Like they've obviously included the cat, and he is a multi-dimensional creature
that eats things and stores him in his stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty.
Can we also just talk about the what is it?
Tesseract?
Yes. The fact that that's in it.
I know.
I was like, yes.
So I was not expecting the Tesseract to turn up.
No, me either. I was not expecting that in it.
Obviously, there's a time from when Captain America, from when he dropped the Tesseract was in the ocean, to Avengers seeing it with Shield. I'm like, how the hell did Shield get it when Tony Stark's father couldn't even find it? So it's interesting to see it coming in and being the power source of this major engine.
Wait,
because
so hang on. So Captain Marvel's set before Captain America, right?
No, set after. So Captain America.
I'm so confused.
So Captain America is set in 1944, 43, 44. No, 1943. I'm pretty sure because I've looked at my timelines. Because he left.
So how did the Tesseract?
Because then obviously because the Tesseract is known in the world.
Yeah, no, obviously, but I mean, like, how did Red Skull get it in the original?
He got it from
Captain America.
From a monk. It was in a temple on Earth. They got put away.
How did it get on Earth?
Who knows?
How did this Infinity Stone?
Who knows?
Come to
something to Google.
Okay, yeah, true.
But then,
so then
there's at that time period.
Red Skull gets it.
Red Skull gets it.
He drops it in the ocean.
And then it's lost in the ocean. And then we
Wait,
see...
hang on. No, because in one of the movies, they show you, like, them picking it out of the ocean.
Yeah, but then how the hell did...
That's what I mean. Like, I'm really
it?
confused.
But she's not really...
Because S.H.I.E.L.D. wasn't even a thing.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
Are we sure it's not beforehand?
No, it's after.
Are we sure?
It's definitely after.
But that's so confusing.
Yeah. So...
Wait a second.
If you guys want to get us information about it...
This is breaking my head.
Yeah, just message us.
Yeah, can you let us know? Because I am intrigued.
That's how S.H.I.E.L.D. gets it. Is obviously now through...
Because in Captain Marvel, like, S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't even a thing yet.
They've only just kind of
like
just started.
No, he said in the movie that S.H.I.E.L.D. was like they were only like a Earth thing. Like they didn't realize that the like problems and stuff would be outside of Earth.
Yeah.
And that's okay. All right.
And then they get the Tesseract. So Goose ends up eating the Tesseract.
And then that last like,
Like a hairball. That was
and it
great.
just went for so long.
And I'm like,
you
it's
know? And I'm
just-
like,
just cough it
what
up.
are you throwing up right now? Like I was expecting it to be something else, not
Yeah.
the
It was
Tesseract.
one of the Kree soldiers.
Yeah, like
So
that would have been cool.
So now we're just gonna have to go home now and just like think
I'm
how
not going home. I'm going to the cinema to watch Captain Marvel again.
to figure out how. Yeah.
How does see? This
So
is where it
just-
gets confusing.
Send us a message to let us know where
Yeah,
how this all works because
please.
it's
'cause
all just
I'm
kind of dawned
stupid.
on us how it's all kind of
It's
not
just
working.
silly. I don't know how to like make it all connect
Yeah.
effectively. There's too many questions.
It's way too many questions.
Too many questions.
Yeah.
Hopefully
All
they'll
right.
answer them in Endgame.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've babbled.
We have babbled for a good
I
hour.
hope you've. We're just getting a. Sorry, interaction here. Yep. Nope. Nothing came through.
Nope.
Nope. Nothing. All right. Sorry, everyone.
It's in the chat. She was in the military and not Kree, with extra tech so she could find it. So she's Kree, so she had a way to get through S.H.I.E.L.D. and get the Tesseract.
Right. Okay.
Oh.
So just repeat what I just said for the audio listeners.
Okay, so we've just been informed in a comment on this that she was Kree, so she had a way to get the Tesseract
Yeah,
from
like
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Lawson. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense that they probably put it
all right,
away.
All right. They put it somewhere,
And then
not knowing
she's
what it
able-
was. She's just accessed it, gotten it, and then taken it into space.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, commenter.
Rebecca Lee cosplay.
Oh, thanks,
thank
Beck.
you, Rebecca Lee. Thank you.
Thank you for having our backs.
Thank you so
I
much.
was just so confused. I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, hang
but
on, where does this fit?
how does this fit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. That
We
makes
need to
sense
watch
now.
our Marvel more.
Yeah. That's gonna be a marathon to watch before Endgame.
Oh, I plan on doing that.
Plan to doing that.
It's like you have to watch like 4 movies a week to be able to watch it all by the time that
All nighters,
Endgame
dude.
ends.
All nighters.
it's only. Is it 4? They are 4 a week.
It's a 4 week.
Yeah, 4 a week. Sorry, 4 a week before.
I could totally do more than that.
Yeah, me too. Anyway,
Yeah.
1 a week, 1 a night.
One a night. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so we have rambled and it's almost
Yeah,
been
sorry, everyone. Almost been an hour.
I
No?
guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna do our shout out of the week.
Shout out for the week.
Woo!
We need like a little catchy tune there, like dun 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 dun. dun. Shout out.
So our shout out of the week is Captain Marvel of Oz.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Woo!
Obviously, because we're doing a Captain Marvel episode.
So, Mandy has been getting into the cosplay. Well, I think about the same time as me. She's been doing it for about a year, and she is cosplayed like the red, blue, and yellow suit.
Yes.
And the Kree suit, and she looks amazing as Captain Marvel. I didn't have shown
Anyone
you.
that does. Well, I just can imagine.
Yeah, she looks great, and she's got a few more others, but you will see her at Gold Coast.
We're just having a look.
Having a look. You will see her at Gold Coast Supernova. I believe she'll be there.
I'm in love
She
with her suits.
Yeah, she works so well as Captain Marvel, and she's just
She really does. Oh, I like that one. Sorry. I'll put that down. Sorry. I'll
So
follow you.
yeah, definitely go and check her out and
Yeah.
see what she's up to. She's definitely an upcoming cosplayer.
Yeah, definitely.
Her work is amazing. I love it, and she
I just love the Marvel suit.
Marvel suit.
It's very good.
I just want the flight suit. I want the Kree suit.
I want one of every suit
I want
that she
everything.
wears. I don't even care. I want it all.
Yeah. So I gotta put money away for the suit. I gotta find a good place to buy it all.
One of these beautiful things.
Yes, that and the Kree suit and her actual Captain Marvel
Ooh.
suit. Yes.
Ah,
Oh.
I have a spare.
Do you have a spare?
I have a
Oh,
spare.
wait, won't fit.
I was gonna put like the patches on both of them, and then just be like, whichever one I'm
Which
feeling
one should
today.
I wear?
But yeah, it's really comfortable. Anyway, I really like the flight suit.
It's like, is it like thick or is it like
No, it's like
pretty
it's thin.
thin? Like, can you
it's
breathe
thin.
in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually quite comfortable.
My jacket's quite thick, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I should take it off. It's
Yeah.
too hot.
Yeah, but I like it. So I just need to get the patches and
Yeah.
a better wig. And
Yeah.
more like army combat booty type things.
I've got those.
Yeah.
I was gonna wear them, but I'd end up not.
Yeah, they're uncomfortable to walk in. Anywho, shout out for the week was to Captain Marvel Lovers. Shout out. And we've obviously shouted out Captain Marvel the entire time we've done
Yeah,
this.
Brie
Shout out to
Larson.
Marvel.
Shout out to Brie Larson, the beautiful woman who's brought Captain Marvel to life. Thank you. We love you. And we'd love to have you on the show.
Could you imagine?
Oh, that'd be great.
There was photos of her in the premiere weekend of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Serving popcorn at
Popcorn.
local cinemas
That's
and
so
going into.
cool.
I would just.
I would.
If I was a celebrity, I would do that at every
I would do
movie,
that.
even if it wasn't my movie. I'd be like, I'm gonna go see a movie. Can I serve popcorn?
Popcorn,
Like,
yeah.
I would do that.
It just shows that she's just a normal,
Down to earth, like
down-to-earth
human person.
Human.
She's not Cree.
Not creepy. Yeah, exactly.
But yes, I hope you've enjoyed our little ramble about
Ramble of
Captain Marvel, and
Hopefully it made sense because I
Yeah.
feel we dotted.
we
a
bounce a lot. We're kind of like the MCU, you know. You just need to like do this to join it all back
Yeah.
into a cohesive storyline. But have
Exactly.
fun doing that because that's what we've enjoyed doing for the
Yeah.
last. How many movies have they given us now?
A lot.
10 years worth or
10
something like
years
that,
worth,
isn't it?
like
Yeah.
20 movies or something like
Ah.
that. Don't know.
Marvel.
Yeah. So we'll be back again
Next
next week. Once again, we have
Topic pending.
pending. We're always like this.
Yeah. We're not very good at pre-organizing
Pre-organising.
topics.
So
well,
we'll-
because we just like talking about like whatever we want to talk about
Yeah.
at that time. Yeah.
So next week we'll announce it a couple of
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
of
of course.
days before. But I reckon probably if you guys have any topics that you guys want us to talk about, send them
Suggest
through.
them.
Yeah, send them through and let us know. Any questions?
Because last week's topic was from one of our listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that was
suggested.
cool.
Yeah, I really liked that.
That was pretty cool.
It was really, really cool. So yeah, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube,
The whole works.
the whole works. And yeah, we hope you've enjoyed this episode.
Yep. And we'll see you next week.
Bye. I don't like saying goodbye. Anyway, this is BellarmyCosplay signing off.
And Brie Cosplay signing off.